So things have started to get serious for Dogecoin and other cryptos. And in this video, I'm going to talk about what is happening right now and where we are headed from here. So first of all, we are now seeing that almost all crypto are trading in the red, and the total crypto market cap and trading volume have declined during the last 24 hours. And there is also some fear sentiment in the market, which is adding to this pressure on cryptos, and this is because there is some negative news coming out right now. So we already know that the crypto market is under pressure partly due to elevated tensions between Russia and Ukraine. Moreover, we also know that investors are worried about the expected interest rates hike from the Fed, and this fear among investors is creating some pressure on cryptos. So these two major factors are currently affecting the crypto market. But there is another factor, and I think this one is causing more issues for the prices of cryptos. So the thing is that US President Joe Biden is going to issue an executive order as early as next week. And with this order, he will be directing government agencies to study different aspects of the crypto space with the goal of creating a comprehensive regulatory framework. Moreover, under the executive order, the Financial Stability Oversight Council would study financial stability issues resulting from the introduction of cryptocurrencies. And the SEC, CFTC, Federal Reserve, and others will consider measures to protect the markets and report to the president on methods to mitigate risks with respect to crypto. So although it is too early to say whether this order is going to be good or bad for cryptos, it appears that investors are getting worried about it, and this is exactly why we are currently seeing price dips in the market. And due to this lack of clarity, I think this executive order can create a bearish sentiment in the market for the short term. However, I think that once this order officially arrives, it can give a positive boost to the cryptos. This is because the US government could possibly be bullish as a number of countries have been taking up initiatives. For instance, Russia's initiative with crypto mining, the Ukrainian parliament voting in favor of a bill granting legal status to crypto, and much more. And another thing is that this bill is aiming to regulate the sector and to protect investors. So the regulatory certainty and investor protection could give the much-needed approval for legitimacy. And this is exactly what non-crypto investors and institutions have been seeking. So the point is that while a short-term dip could be on the cards owing to the lack of clarity, taxation, and regulation policies, the crypto market will gather momentum in the long term. So there is nothing to be afraid of as things are going to get better in the long term. And with that being said, let's come to Dogecoin's current price movements. So we can see here that Dogecoin has been trading on the downside right now, and if we come to its technical indicators, they are currently giving bearish signals. From its moving averages to its MACD level, the overall sentiment is looking bearish right now. However, I don't think Doge is going to face a massive sell-off from here, and it is definitely not going to zero. This is because not only this market pressure from this executive order is going to fade away, there are some other very positive updates coming for Dogecoin right now. For example, more and more businesses are now planning to adopt Dogecoin payments. And as per a recent survey, nearly 1 out of 3 United States-based business owners have indicated an interest in adding Dogecoin as a payment method soon. Of the total 1,000 respondents surveyed, 27% of these business owners noted they would add Dogecoin payment this year. And 29% of them said that they would accept Dogecoin payments, but they did not indicate when the support would be rolled out. All in all, this survey is clearly showing us that despite frequent price volatility, more and more businesses are interested in accepting Dogecoin payments. And we can see here that more than 2,000 businesses are already accepting Dogecoin payments. And this number is going to increase dramatically from here during this year and beyond. And this is why I think that Dogecoin is going to become mainstream in the future. And with this mass adoption, its price is also going to surge dramatically. But this is not it. Besides businesses adopting Dogecoin, we are now seeing that US lawmakers are also interested in investing in Doge. So it has been recently revealed that Representative Mark Green is a Dogecoin holder as he purchased Dogecoin worth around $32,000 just last year. So this clearly shows us that Doge has become popular crypto even among prominent lawmakers. And it is very important for Doge since support from these politicians can help in the growth of Doge in the future. And this is why I always say that the future of Dogecoin is pretty bright, and both its adoption and prices are going to surge from here. In any case, I'd like to remind you here that this is no financial advice since I'm not a professional financial advisor. So it is recommended that you do your own research before investing in cryptos. And with that being said, let's come to Bitcoin for a minute. So after showing some momentum over the 44K price range, we are now seeing that Bitcoin has witnessed a price dip yet again. And from a technical perspective, things are not looking too good right now as Bitcoin's moving averages have turned bearish. And now as Bitcoin is trading on the downside, an uptick in Bitcoin supply to whales addresses witnessed across January appears to be stalling. So we can see here that the sum of Bitcoin being held in addresses whose balance was at least 1,000 Bitcoin came to be 8.10 million BTC, almost 0.12% higher month to date. Moreover, the accumulation behavior among Bitcoin's richest wallets has started slowing down. And as per crypto analyst Crypto Bullet, Bitcoin is now replicating an inverse head and shoulders pattern that foreshadowed its price drop to 3.1K in December 2018. So due to the significant similarities in pricing trends between the price declines in 2018 and 2022, there's a chance that Bitcoin's price will fall by the same amount in 2022. However, crypto analyst Lark Davis believes that this inverse head and shoulders pattern is actually bullish for Bitcoin. And he has predicted that Bitcoin is now ready for a breakout that will take its price to 50 or 60K. So it appears that this inverse head and shoulders pattern is actually bullish for Bitcoin. Meanwhile, analyst Rect Capital is saying that Bitcoin is still positioned for an orange circle weekly close. And he is saying that a lot of things can still change in the days ahead, but this is the weekly close that will most likely confirm further upside momentum for Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin manages to close this week around the 43K price level, then we can expect further bullish momentum from it. And as per Crypto Chase, investors have locked in more profits on everything here, including Bitcoin. And seeing this, he still believes that more upside is going to come. And although a short-term pullback can happen before major resistances are breached, Bitcoin still has the potential to move to the upside. And another reason why Bitcoin can still manage to come out of this pullback and move to the upside is that its use cases are getting stronger. And CEO of Kraken Jesse Powell is saying that the prevailing global political and economic climate is demonstrating the importance of Bitcoin. From rising inflation to global issues like Freedom Convoy in Canada, he thinks that these things are going to show the importance of Bitcoin, and this is why he is still bullish on Bitcoin. And as per analyst Plan B, his model is now indicating that Bitcoin will reach the 100K price valuation in 2023. He stated that both S2F and logarithmic regression models are currently pointing to the 100K price target for Bitcoin in 2023. So I think this can actually happen because we know that Plan B has previously given some accurate price predictions for Bitcoin. And Shark Tank investor Kevin O'Leary believes that Bitcoin can go up to 100K or 300K only when institutions can finally buy it. And he is saying that due to regulatory uncertainty, institutions are currently not buying Bitcoin. However, he believes that at some point in the next 2 to 3 years, the US regulator is going to rule on cryptos. And he said that as soon as that happens, if he is running a sovereign fund or pension plan, he is going to allocate probably 1 to 3%. And now, let's come to Ethereum for a minute. So after holding support above the 3K price level, ETH has started to decline from there. And it appears that it is going to see more dips here because its MACD level is now moving towards the bearish level. And another bearish thing for ETH is that we are now seeing that exchanges have observed net inflows of Ethereum just recently. So this means that the Ethereum net flows have sharply increased to positive values in the past couple of weeks. And this can result in a negative impact on its price. But history suggests that this bearish phase will remain for the short term only. So things can still get better in the long term. And now, if we come to Shiba Inu, its transactions greater than 100K have risen by 47% over the last 24 hours. And this increase in the volume of transactions indicates increased activity among large players either buying or selling. And it appears that whales are actually buying SHIB tokens since we know that during periods of collapse, whales accumulate more. So this is a bullish thing for Shiba Inu. And now coming back to Dogecoin, we can see here that its majority of holders are still in profits. And more importantly, Doge has a significantly more number of long-term holders. So these are some bullish indicators for Doge. And this is why I think that Doge can manage to move to the upside pretty soon. In any case, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think Dogecoin is going to move to the upside from here? Let me know in the comment section below.